I'm Winston Biggs, owner of WeeklyFantasyFootball.com. Thanks for coming to our site. I'm going to have a couple of my employees teach you how to play weekly fantasy football. Hey, Caitlin! Can you come in here, please?
Yes, Mr. Biggs. Anything for you.
Caitlin, can you tell these guys how we came up with weekly fantasy football?
Of course, Mr. Biggs. Anything for you. Weekly Fantasy Football came about because Mr. Biggs here is an avid fantasy football player. But there's just one problem. He sucks. By week 5, he was always 0-5 and out of contention in his fantasy league. Well, as a result, he would come in here all grumpy and take it out on the employees. Can't even tell you the things he used to do to us. And finally, one day when I was being disciplined, I had a brainstorm. You see, if Mr. Biggs had something to play for every week in his fantasy football league, it wouldn't matter how bad he sucked. If he could start each week with a new team and a clean slate, it would keep him interested in his fantasy football and off of us girls. Well, I explained this idea to Mr. Biggs, and he loved it. So, now as Mr. Biggs says, so what if I suck? At WeeklyFantasyFootball.com, every week is a new season. How's that, Mr. Biggs?
Perfect, Caitlin. Just perfect.
Anything else I can do for you, Mr. Biggs?
Well, could you pick up my pen?
Anything for you.
Are you ready for some football? The first thing you need to do to play weekly fantasy football is to register and log in. Kat, could you come in here, please? Kat's our login specialist.
Yes, Mr. Biggs. What do you need?
Kat, could you tell our players how to register and log in, please?
Sure, Mr. Biggs. I'd be glad to. After you've registered, just scroll down to the bottom of the page and either hit Login or Continue on the right-hand side. Either way is going to get you in. And now that you've made it inside, don't just brag about it. Let's see how good you really are. Right, Mr. Biggs?
Right on, Kat. Tell them how to build their team.
Whatever you say. To build your team, just click on My Teams at the top of the page. You can have 2 rosters under your team name, and each roster can have its own name, or if you want to play with your team name only, just click on Add Roster to Team. Just fill your roster with 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 kicker, and 1 defense. But do your best to stay under the $100,000 salary cap. So I think that's about it. Do you think you can beat me? Because I don't think you can keep up. Anything else, Mr. Biggs? Anything at all?
Well, could you pick up that pen for me, Kat? How about that football? Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
Once you have a team, it's time to play. Skylar, could you come in here, please? Skylar is our #1 player.
Yes, Mr. Biggs?
Skylar, can you teach these boys how to play?
Sure, Mr. Biggs. So you guys think you're ready to play with us? We'll see. Don't go so soft on me now. Stand up straight and pay attention. Once you have the team you like, click on the Play Team button. This will take you to the Check Me Out. The Check Me Out page. I'm sorry. Select whether you want to play for free or use 1 credit to play your team. I'm sorry, but you won't see me in the free room. I'm looking for a real player. If you want to play with me and you already have credits in your account, the system will automatically deduct 1 credit from your account. If you don't have any credits in your account, you will be directed to the Buy Credits page. You can buy credits at any time. So if you want to do that before you check out, that is fine. Make sure your account information page is complete with your billing and prize location addresses. Once you have bought your team, you can continue to change it up until Sunday at 12:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pick these players if you like, even after they have played. Everybody has the same availability to these guys, so it's a level playing field. At 12:55 p.m. on Sunday, the site gets locked down and no new teams for that week will be accepted. I'm sorry. Also, on Sunday, when the games begin, you can see every other team's list of players, including mine. So you'll know exactly who I picked for that week. Now you're ready to play. Anything else, Mr. Biggs?
Oh, Skylar, could you pick up my pen, please?
Mr. Biggs, you always seem to be dropping your pen.
God, I love football.
Great.
Okay, so now it's Sunday. You got your chips, you got your dip, you're ready to play. How's the scoring work? Hey, Danielle! Can you come in here, please? Danielle knows how to score.
Yes, Mr. Biggs, how can I help you?
Danielle, can you show these guys how to score?
Okay, Mr. Biggs. Scoring is really very simple. The scoring system itself can be found in the rules section of the site. Once you understand the scoring, all you have to do is watch the leaderboard. The leaderboard lists the top 250 players in order of the highest score. It recalculates the score every 2 minutes when games are being played. After all the games have been played for the week and the scores have been verified, the winners are announced and the cash prizes are credited to their weekly fantasy football account. You can use the money in your account to buy more credits, or you can request to be cashed out at any time. Cash out checks are written every Friday for players requesting their money by midnight on Thursday or earlier. Checks are mailed first class to the U.S. Postal Service. Just so you know the ups and downs, we take the site down after Monday night's game for salary adjustments for the following week. The site is back up by noon Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday for the next week's play. So it's never down for that long. You can see any adjustments we make by clicking on the salary changes link at the bottom of the page. That's really all there is to it. It's easy, right, Mr. Biggs?
Right on, Danielle.
Is there anything else that I can help you with today? Oh,
Could you pick up my pen, please? Now that's a fantasy football.